We all know California is a shithole, especially with the people running that state. Cops are so busy, they have calls backing up every half hour, every hour. They can't respond to the amount of crimes being committed in Los Angeles and surrounding areas. I'm going to show you a quick video of a rail yard in Los Angeles where people are just have free reign of the railroad cars coming through this railroad station. They make a stop to unload, reload, and go. Packages from all over the country go through this area. Watch this quick clip, and I want to talk about it a little more, and we all know who's to blame for it. This is Gavin Newsom's California. It's Nancy Pelosi's California. This is the Union Pacific Rail Yard in Los Angeles, where thieves are constantly, daily, breaking open these containers and stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise, and the rest of it is strewn all over the tracks. Look at the aerial views, look at the packages. They're finding stuff from all over the country, medicines, COVID tests, anything of value. They're ripping open containers, taking whatever they want, and then they're leaving it on the ground. I could have a package over there, something that never got delivered. Any of you could have a package over there, something you've been waiting for. The train cars are going through the Union Pacific station, making stops to unload cars, reload cars, and try to move on their way. But the locals, basically, like I said, have the run of the place. They're ripping open these train cars and taking anything and everything that's big enough or small enough to carry, and they're making away with it, and no one's doing a thing. The LAPD say that they normally don't go down there unless Union Pacific requests them, and they said they rarely request them. You see one cop, chasing after somebody after they ran off the tracks. I'm going to imagine that they don't have the manpower for an area that large to police it and stop all the people that are stealing stuff that I purchased, you purchased, people all over the United States have purchased. And it's making a stop in Los Angeles, Gavin Newsom's Los Angeles. This is a guy who cares more about throwing lavish parties at his mansion than taking care of the state he supposedly loves and supposedly governs. He doesn't give a shit. Nor does Nancy Pelosi. She's a California politician. I don't know if her area is Los Angeles, but she's San Francisco or some shit like that. But that's beside the point. These powerful, so they say, powerful politicians do absolutely nothing to stop the madness that's going on there. People are spending their hard-earned money buying things that they either really need or something they wanted. They had enough money to buy it, so they bought it. And what's happening to it? It's ending up on the ground in Los Angeles, getting trampled on or getting stolen. It's getting stolen. There's reports of people, they're finding medications, they're finding boxes, cases of COVID tests, they're finding anything and everything from Air Jordans to expensive jewelry, televisions, you name it, it's in those cars, and it goes through there and makes a stop in LA. And what's happening? The stuff is getting stolen because the politicians there let the criminals run wild. They care less. They could care less about someone waiting for something or somebody waiting for medication they might need. And they had to order it online because it was cheaper for them. And where's it end up? It ends up in Newsom's Los Angeles, and it's on the ground or it's stolen. So now they have to wait, try to get a refund, or continue to wait and say it's not delivered yet. Because if you look at a tracking slip, you look at a tracking number, it always says it's on its way. It's not on its way. It's laying on the ground in Los Angeles, and no one's doing anything about it. All these politicians are worried about right now is voting rights. They want to make sure that people don't need identification to vote so they can continue to win elections like they say they do. That's all they're concerned about. They want to change Senate rules and they want to change voting rights so they can keep winning the elections they claim to win fair and square. That's a disgusting display of a city as big as Los Angeles has to deal with the crime. The police departments, LA County sheriffs, the Los Angeles police, there's more crime on the streets, gangs, murders, shootings, robberies, you name it, it's happening every single day of the week, day and night, 24 hours a day. The cops don't have enough time or manpower to police a railroad yard. I don't know why the Union Pacific is not asking for help. The LAPD says that they very rarely ask for help. So if they do, then LAPD needs to be there, or LA County sheriffs need to be there, because people are losing not only money, but something of value that they purchased and they've been waiting for it, or some medication that might be saving someone's life. And we all know about COVID tests. They're hard to come by. Boxes, cases, all over the ground. Where's Newsom? Why isn't he talking about this? Why isn't he doing anything about it? He's in his mansion, not giving a shit about the state that he governs, because he's a fucking phony. They were trying to recall this guy, and for some miracle, he survived a recall election and stayed in office. My opinion is he didn't win the recall. He was given the recall by the clowns in Congress, the clowns in D.C. They made sure that a Democrat was not going to lose hold of a big state like California so they could keep up business as usual. I just wanted to make a quick video about this tonight. I'm going to end it now. It's just disgusting what's going on. It all boils down to bad politics. People are allegedly electing these men and women, and they're doing nothing but making their pockets fat, letting crime run crazy. They could care less about the citizens who live in these communities. All they care about is themselves and what can they do for me, meaning them, and their close inner circle of millionaires. Because it all boils down to money. It's bad politics and dirty money, and that's all these people are about. Wake up. Pay attention to what's going on. Get rid of these filthy politicians who care nothing about anything that has to do with their communities. All they care about is themselves and their inner circle. End of story. End of rant. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't hit the like button yet, I'd appreciate it if you did. Share this video. Subscribe to my channel. There'll be something else coming very soon. I hope everybody's healthy and safe. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon.